Hi, thanks for joining me. If you're anything like me, the underside of your desk or work area will possibly look something like this. Cables everywhere, piggy-backed power strips, and not enough space to fix it. A fire hazard waiting to happen. Well, it's finally time for me to remedy that. In this video, I'm going to be making a small power distribution box for my home office. Now, before I begin, I'm going to preface this entire video stating that I am not an electrician, and I'm not qualified to be giving advice on this matter. This is a project for me, and me alone, and if anyone happens to follow in my steps, well, that's your own decision as well. Now, I have two main goals for this mini project. Firstly, stop piggybacking power strips. And secondly, to protect the rest of my apartment's power from stupid things I do at my desk. So our apartment it's kind of old, and we only have one circuit dedicated to all of the power outlets in all of our rooms. So if I do something that overloads or otherwise trips the breakers in the main power box, we lose power everywhere. So therefore, in this mini distribution box I'm going to be making, I'm going to be adding some standard power circuit breakers and a main RCD or residual current device. If you don't know, an RCD or GFCI is a safety device placed in line before your power circuits that continually monitors the electrical current between the live and neutral lines. And this is a generalization, but to ensure the amount of power going into the circuit is the same amount of power coming out of a circuit. That is, they are balanced and there is no leakage or faults. So if they do detect a difference, they break and cut off the power entirely. They're pretty sensitive as well, and standard units like the one that I'm going to be using, if they detect a 30 milliamp difference, and they can go even lower. So here's the plan. I've got 4 power strips currently, connecting everything in my office here, and they're all pretty much full. So I'm going to need to be able to drive at least 4 strips, but down the line I'd like to be able to plug in more. So let's aim for 6. Now, I'm also going to need to input power somehow, so let's take a page out of a normal power strip and have just a standard plug lead coming out that I can plug straight into the wall. So I've been to the hardware store, and I have purchased these. A small 8-way surface-mounted switchboard, 2 10-amp circuit breakers and a 10-amp RCD, and a collection of 240-volt mains lead ends, which I think in here there are 6 sockets and 1 plug like this. Yep. So this is the plug, and these are the 6 different sockets. So let's get started by taking this out of the box. Just open the flap here and pull it out. Alright, so let's just have a look here. So this, there's a flap at the end, at the front here. It's some plastic, and I'm sure we'll be able to open that up. Yep. So they mount on the inside here, and unfortunately, here's where my camera overheated and stopped recording and lost a bunch of footage. And then I overheated and forgot to hit record on the next step of my build. Sorry about that. Let's continue. Sorry, I jumped a little bit ahead, mostly because it's very hot. It's the Australian summer at the moment. And I forgot to hit record, but here we are. So what I've done, I've got the holes drilled in the side, as you can see now. And on this side, we've got a little rubber grommet, which I've got multiple more of here to go on the other side. And we've run a lead, the earth going to the earth bar up here. We've got the live and the neutral going into our little 10-amp RCD, and the load side feeding into our 2 switches, 2 breakers, I should say, and the neutral going up to our split neutral bar up here. And what I've done is wired the 240-volt plug appropriately, according to the instructions and safety and all that stuff. And just to be on the safe side, what I'll do is I've got this. It's a portable, I guess, RCD, just an inline. So this is a 1-amp RCD. It's great for testing. When I've been using this in the past for when I've built anything that uses a 240-volt circuit. You just plug it into this, plug this into the thing, give it a quick reset and a test, then plug in your circuit and turn it on. If it breaks, this is going to pop before everything else. So what we'll do is we'll plug this in to here, and then plug this into the wall. We've got these all turned off at the moment. So if I plug that in, just give it a quick test. It's working fine, so let's reset that. So now this is live, I should be very careful. So let's turn on this breaker. Nothing blue, so that's step 1. And then what we'll do is we'll run this RCD's test itself, and this should pop off. Perfect. So that's working greatly, and it's wired correctly. So now if we have that completely unplugged, and we do that again, now that this is turned off and there's no current to detect, if we hit that test monthly, nothing happens. So that is working exactly as intended. So now what we'll do, so we're going to have these 6 leads coming out of this end here. These are just going to be fly leads that I will be able to plug additional power boards or other circuits into. So what I'm going to do is run these grommets into each of these holes and get them ready. So this is a painful process, but needs to be done for safety, because I don't want the rubber sheathing rubbing up against this PVA or this ABS plastic and destroying itself. It's not like it's going to short out against it. It's not a metal body, but it's still, it could eat through the internal sheathing of multiple cables, and then they can short together. So best for all involved to do it this way. This is so as you can see, they don't go in particularly well, but the grommets are never known to. That's not the point of them. The point is that they are nice and tight. If you've got an easy to go in grommet, your hole's too big. Oh, I shouldn't laugh, that's childish. Okay, so now what we've got to do is cut ourselves some cable. Nice long length of lead here, and we want to run these leads. They need to go to at least here. Well, actually, they need to go to at least the earth bar. So from there to there, and then let's say that much. From there to there. Let's do one at a time. So, how much do we need? So let's probably strip them to about, let's say there. Get all that talc off and feed that through. Now what I'm going to do is I've got these wet wipes. They're a little bit soapy, so what I'm going to do is just rub down the end of it, and then by the time we get to the grommet, should just slide in. Perfect. So, the other thing that I'm going to do is run some cable ties into here as a form of strain relief. Right. Now let's run our end clotters. Okay, and now you've done that all you want, and come back out. Okay, so what do we got here? So we've got our live, so that's going to go into one of these. We've got our earth, which we can strip off. Let's give this a bit longer. Double that over a bit to go into one of these. So let's do that first. Actually, let's see how far we can get that one. So let's go into the first one. Okay. And we've got our neutral, so let's go into that one. So what we'll do, just to make it neater, down to there, and clip it off top here, trim that length. Oops. Just that in. And then let's do the same for this. Let's go about there. Pop that off. A bit more. And let's just plug that in there for now. And there's our first one. Right up. Rinse, repeat. Probably not going to subject you to that pain. So I've tidied up the bench a bit, and let's give this a test. So what I'll do is I'll just run this over to power board over here, plug that in, and we're live. So let's give this power, nothing's connected, so I've got these three, 1, 2, 3, on this first circuit breaker, and 1, 2, 3 on the second circuit breaker. So if we switch them on, still good. Still good. Alright, now I've got this dual USB, and I Just using this as a quick test because it's got a little blue LED that lights up there. So if we just plug this in over time, we have power and it dims out. How good's that? And then back to power. Sweet. And let's just test that again. Yeah. Last one. Bingo. Let's test these ones. Perfect. Yep. Beautiful. Power on all of them. Nothing blew up. Bob's your uncle. This is working great. And if we pop that, we lose all power. And if we just double check that, we should get nothing, even though these are on. Just check this one here at random. Beautiful. We have our main circuit breaker, which now provides power. Amazing. So this has been a pretty short little project, but finished probably maybe 2.5 hours all up. Lots of cutting and lots of cutting and trimming of wires. I've got a big bag of junk over there, but I think this has worked quite well to help alleviate some of the daisy chaining of power boards and also provide me some rather critical to me desktop safety, especially because I muck around with a lot of electronics on my desk. And, well, yeah, that's mostly it. I muck around with a lot of electronics on my desk, and well, sometimes I short the power, and I don't want our entire apartment power to drop out as has been in the past, because it kills my computers, it kills TV. If my wife's watching TV, it knocks out hers, knocks out the internet, knocks out everything. So yeah, this isolates it just to this desk. So what we'll do in here is in each one of these we'll plug in a power board that will run each of our desks. I mean, we currently have 4 power boards in use, so we're not actually going to need all of these, but it's good to have the ability to extend in the future. And I mean, one thing that I wouldn't mind doing in this is adding a power meter one day, but it'll be for a future project. So here is the power box installed in its place. I've just given it a quick wall mounting, and then you can see I've just labelled the main RCA breaker and then the bank 1 and 2, and I've actually been able to consolidate most of the plugs currently into just the 2 sets of power boards, one that goes up to my desk for just general purpose quick easy access, and the other one that goes, and I've mounted this up underneath the edge of my desk, and you can see this is one that I've made earlier where the power board cable piggybacks through, goes through the main one to simplify and easier, and I've just kind of grouped together common wires. So these are all my computer wires, and these are all the wires specifically for tools on my desk, so soldering iron and whatnot, and yeah, just some general cable management as well. Much nicer. So if you enjoyed this video and have any feedback or comments, I'd like to see them down in the comment section. I try to be pretty active, but if you'd like to see more, please stick around. I've got a lot more electronics and computer related videos coming, including one where I'm working on this broken Sega Mega Drive, and another where I'm working on this Commodore 64C. Oh yes. Anyway, thanks for watching.